G'day, g'day, g'day. How are my lovely footprinters? Linda B, thank you for your email. That's very sweet that you sent me a little email. Mystical Marina, hi, Robin. Arvin, Uncover the News, of course. Cappy's mum. Annie S, Joni Barker, hello. Larry Girl, Greta TK. Joni. I think I've said hello to Joni as well. Hello, Ronald. How are you? Hi, New Beginnings. And yes, how are you all going? Feeling much better. You know, when you just get those days where you know you can't do your normal be there. Oh, that's very strong. It's going to kick my ass, that coffee. Hi, Sharon Lee. Sorry, guys. I've just got to go put a little bit of milk in this. Whit, baby, quiet. Yes, that's Whitby in the background. Hi, everyone. Hi, Bonnie Russell. I think I said hello to Sharon Lee. Yeah, let's see if that's a bit more. Oh, yeah, a little bit better. Very strong. Hi, Gaharan Bissell. Okay. Marie, hello. Bonnie, hello. GM Dave. Elton, hi. Okay, now, of course, we're going to do the usual check-in with Trump. But I've got a nice list here. Pompeo. Will he be brought up on contempt Congress charges? What's going on? How's Eric Trump going to fare with this investigation? Tiger King. I'm sure everyone's aware of the Tiger King case. He's seeking a presidential pardon. There's a George Floyd story here, or the officer, you know, who's charged with second-degree murder and all that. He's asking that the second-degree murder charges be dismissed. Will he get his way? So I'm going to have a look at that. Hi, Rhonda. Russian planes and war games in the Bering Sea near Alaskan waters. What's with that? If Trump wins, will he instigate political prosecutions? That's a story I came across. Now, I'm going to have a look to Trump's reaction to the fact that for all 4 nights of each convention, the DNC outrated the RNC. Hi, Ocean. Yeah, and I'm also going to have a look at the Trump-Pence ticket versus the Biden-Harris ticket. Okay, so that's going to be a start. A couple of videos that I'm working on. I've got notes here, and the notes indicate that I'm working on putting them together. That I'm working on is, I don't know if anyone's ever heard of the Thomas Beale ciphers, but they were supposedly created in the 1820s, and they're supposed to hide hide all the clues together. There's 3 of them to where over $43 million in today's money of jewels, gold and silver is hidden. I'm going to have a look at that, whether it's a hoax or whether there's some truth in it. And also the other one I'm going to work on is I'm going to have a look at the WOW signal from 1977. It's picked up from the Big Ear telescope at Ohio State University by SETI. And if anyone's aware of that, it's got the numbers sitting there, and in the sequence down the side, it's got 60QUJ5. It's been circled and the word WOW written next to it, and that's become called the WOW signal. So I'm going to do a video looking into that some more. I also watched a video a few days back that had 10 as yet unfound treasures. So that's where I got the Beale cipher from. So I might have a look at a couple more of those. Anyway, so that's just some of the things to look forward to coming up. So let's get into it. How is Trumpy today? How is the Trumpy? How is he going today? Yeah. I'm glad I was able to finish up the other day on a lighter note. I strove to, but there were some really serious issues, and just really needed to be covered and given due deference to their seriousness. And the WOW signal, Connie Brown. T-Bob, you here, T-Bob? Hello. What? It's just a little hairband that normally sits like that, but I found that someone's start to press on some areas, so I thought I'd go hippie chick with it today. I think I was born in 66, so I was born into that time. I like the boho sort of thing. I'm very comfortable with those sorts of clothes, nice and loose and comfortable. And yeah, I hate dressing up in suits and things like that and having to dress up colourless, not necessarily shapeless, but yeah, and just give me a good old-fashioned boho anytime, boho outfit anytime. Doesn't have to be chic. It's 67 new beginnings. You were born a few months after me. I just beat 67. I just beat it by about 5 hours. I think I was born about 7 or 7 p.m. at night, 7:30 at night. So 4.5 to 5 hours I beat it by on New Year's Eve. So he gone on the record saying that Ivanka should be the first female president. Yeah, right. Seven of Wands that flew out. I'm standing my ground. Yeah, right, okay. We'll put that in. If it's of any real importance, put that back in. It'll come out again, won't it? Hi, Judy Malley. Hi, Marie Sutton. Yes, I saw that. They haven't stopped all intel briefings, just election security briefings. Yeah. That's ridiculous. Okay, what's at the bottom? He feels like he's getting away with stuff. That's how he feels. I'm getting away with all my stuff. You know, he went and, like, the day after his speech, went and held a rally in New Hampshire. And Six of Cups reversed. He's haunted. Memories of childhood, haunting. He's haunted by memories, and I guess a lot of stuff's being brought up with these tapes too. King of Wands. This guy looks like he's going to chuck a hissy fit at any moment, doesn't he? Four of Pentacles. He's clinging in there. He's determined to hang on to his power. Justice. It's reversed. He's going to be feeling like everything that justice stands for, he's got on his mind. What can he do next? To delay things, to corrupt things, you know, to induce a state of inequality. This is what's on his mind. While he's trying to deal with all this stuff coming back from the past. So there he is in the middle, the King of Wands. He's got heartbreak. He's got Three of Swords, heartbreak, betrayal. Oh, how could she say those things? I thought she loved me. Ugh. I'm strived. I always pray for objectivity. You know, the Star reversed. It's blocked inspiration, lack of hope in the future. Deep down, he's trying to hang on. He wants to hang on, but deep down, he's really pessimistic about it. But he's not going to let that show. He can't. Yeah, he's thinking of he's going to have a bleak future. Ten of Swords. Here's this on top of the Six of Cups and the Justice. Yeah, he's looking at ways to stab America in the back. He's always looking for ways to do that. King of Cups reversed. Now, this is on top of his King of Wands and the heartbreak. He's overindulging to deal with things. Okay. Apparently he doesn't drink, but there's other things he does apparently do. And if that is the case, he's really going to town on them. So this isn't like the need for medication as decided by others, which I usually feel the Queen of Wands is. The Queen of Cups is. The King of Cups, him in all his overindulgence and, yeah, overdoing things as far as medication goes. Five of Swords, that's abuse of power. And he's unresolved. He's deep down, he's uneasy, he's conflicted. So this is what he's actively doing. This is him throwing temper tantrums, feeling betrayed and overdoing the medication. And this is what he's feeling deep down inside. So, yeah, he's not too happy. Not too happy a chappy. I would really love to, well, you know, Are we sure? No, I don't think she's slowly. I don't think Melania's slowly poisoning someone. Her slowly poisoning him. I don't think he'd trust her with his meals or his drinks. In fact, I think he's quite paranoid about what he eats and drinks. I'm going to ask the question, is Donald Trump paranoid about what he eats and drinks? Hi, Christine Thomas. Is Trump paranoid about what he eats and drinks? Does he take security measures with his food and drink? Yep. Doesn't even trust his family. This is the family card in this instance. Doesn't even trust his own family. Oh, yeah. Keeps his food and drink and make sure it's kept away from others. Seven of Wands. Yeah, he really is. Yeah, he is. Knight of Cups. Knight of Swords. Ace of Pentacles. He thinks people are being offered stuff all the time. People are there to cause him trouble. Yeah, he is. He's really paranoid about what he eats and drinks. Why doesn't he have a KFC stand in the White House? Was anyone else disturbed? Like, I've seen a few presidential addresses and all that, but I have not seen so many gold eagles on display in my life in a US presidential address. It was disturbing not to see all the flags there, but the gold eagles on top. It was disturbing when he was giving his addresses, and he had, all the flags, the rows of flags. That was, one thing. But the gold eagles on top, whether it was put there because he was speaking at president, but I've seen presidents speaking before and they haven't had the gold eagles topping every flag and stuff. That was disturbing. That conjured up images from an earlier time. Yeah. Hi, Jane Bingley English. Hi, Zelda. How are you? Sad news about the star of Black Panther. I actually haven't seen the movie, not because I deliberately avoided it. It's just one I'll probably get around to watching it one day. Chadwick Boseman, very sad news. Amazing that he'd been fighting cancer for 4 years soon after he finished the first Black Panther movie. And in that time, he made movies about Thurgood Marshall and Jackie Robinson. I think the James Brown one may have been before Black Panther, but I'm not sure. And I think he made another Black Panther movie. They kept it very private. People just thought he was losing weight for a role. So very sad news that someone who gifted the world of portrayals of very powerful, iconic leaders, African American leaders, and that's very sad news. So, yeah. So please spare a thought for friends and family of an absolutely wonderful, wonderful actor who was only 43. So, I have a question to ask about Tiffany Trump's speech. I didn't watch it. The only parts of the speeches I've watched are the little snippets that have been on the news stories and stuff. There's a theory going around that Tiffany may have white-handed her dad in her speech. You know, she came out and said he's a wonderful dad and blah, blah, blah. And apparently people were disappointed that she appeared and gave a speech. Well, you know, he's her father. He's running for a high office. But apparently the middle part of the speech, if you go and look at it, she talks about voting with your conscience, not being drawn into the propaganda put out by news networks without, I don't think she specifically named names or anything. Like I said, I don't know. This is just what I've heard because I haven't seen her speech. But did she deliberately white-hand her dad? In other words, put undermining messages into her speech, speeches that said, yes, this is, and yes, I'm saying this, but, you know, look to your conscience and look behind the propaganda. That's the theory. I have nothing against Tiffany Trump. You know, so let's have a look and see if there's some truth to the story. Yeah. Did she deliberately white-hand her dad? See, the thing is, she has lots of money of her own. She doesn't need more or want more. Her mother brought her up away from the influence of her father after they split up. Now, apparently Mary's brother is quite a good person. So, you know. So did she deliberately white-hand her dad? Oh, that's betrayal. Interesting. Interesting. Nine of Swords, anxiety, sleeplessness. She wasn't happy about having to give the speech. Four of Swords. She's normally the sort of person to want to be in the background. Yes, she's popped up in pictures and at rally and at certain events, you know, to be there. He's her father, you know, but she's normally kept in the background herself. Five of it's caused her some conflict. Possibly there's been some conflict since she gave that speech, possibly with her older siblings. Justice. But she felt justified in saying what she said. Page of Wands. from what I heard, she spoke about acting on your conscience and acting, being proactive. She spoke about actions, not just reactions. So 3 of Wands, the conflict. Is it going to have some impact? Look, she's already feeling some blowback from it, but she spoke the truth as she saw it, as much as she could. She felt she had to cut through some of the crap. She's going to suffer some loss and from it. I don't think she really wanted to do it, but you know, all-powerful daddy. Yeah, because she spoke truth. Yes, she said he's the best father in the world and all that. Emotional stability. She wanted something from him that she wasn't ever going to get. This is him nasty with words, using words as a weapon, undermining people, undermining her confidence. This is what she wanted, but this is what she got. So when she was saying he was a wonderful father, this was what she dreamed of having, but this is what he really was. I don't think she really worked with others on this speech to get something across. Yeah, I think there was an element of undermining, of white anting. You know, some people might say, oh, how disloyal and all that, but, you know, if she did, what I heard, she was the only one of the kids who gave a speech who mentioned voting with your conscience, not listening to things. Just, I don't know, because I haven't seen the speech, but that was the theory that was floating around, and there could be some truth in it. She's not totally without conscience or empathy, conscience or empathy. So, you know. She wasn't brought up in the full glare of Donald's brilliance like the other 3 were. Oh, well. How tall is Baron? Jesus, he had a growth spurt or what? He towers above his father, which I'm sure Donald does not like. Anyway, but as you know, I won't read on minors, so. I don't think she really, you know, compared seeing her in the spotlight, you know, seeing her out there with the rest of the family, there's been very few occasions. The inauguration was one. When he won, well, when he, you know, the inauguration, and I think the trip to England. She might have been in a couple of other things as well, but otherwise she's Did Melania sabotage Ivanka's speech? I don't know. I didn't really watch Ivanka's speech. And I couldn't understand what little I watched of Melania's. So I don't know how she could. But he's out of the will. No, they didn't. Poll numbers didn't. That speech, what I saw of it was and heard about it was completely underwhelming, which I think is what I said it would be on Thursday. So let's get on with the list. Let's take a movement away from Trump for a bit. Pompeo. Contempt of Congress. Will anything come of it? Apparently the reasons that the things are being withheld, according to the Republican person discussing things with the relevant committee here with Pompeo, is that they want the Democrats to put in the requesting documents a certain phrase about investigating why this was done with regard to the Bidens and all that. And the committee are going, no, we're not going to put that in there. We're not going to use this inquiry as a way to let you smear somebody. No, that's not our job. So, yeah. If he gets, they're looking at contempt of Congress charges at him. Will that happen? Will Pompeo be slapped with contempt of Congress charges? Hey, Bismo! Hi, William Shopson. Knight of Pentacles. He's going to need a lawyer. Seven of Cups. He's been trying to block and confuse things. He's been using his position as an abuse of power to, this is all about him saying, no, people can't investigate, people, State Department people cannot go and answer subpoenas and all that. Yeah, he's sitting pretty. It's all about him and his position. Strength, they've got an increasingly strong case. Seven of Pentacles. They've assessed it. He's come up short. He's come up short in their assessment. And, yeah. He'd better consider changing his mind, or he's going to be... they're going to be really, really... He's going in there like a bull in a china shop. And that's putting people's backs up. He should be, cooperating and being more subtle and, letting people go and talk and stuff. But he's not. Going at like a bull in a china shop. Temperance, going to be tempered down. The world completion. Yeah, look, I think he might end up being slapped with those charges. Diplomacy part. This is about diplomacy and policy. He's abused his power and has been assessed to have abused his, with not come up to par. The state's, Department of State diplomat, yeah. So yeah, he's going to face those charges. Apparently, Cohen's going to release more on his book or something, maybe soon. I'll ask the question, how much damage is Cohen's book going to do to Trump? Is Cohen's book going to do any damage to Trump? It's going to do more damage to Trump. Hi, Wendy K. Build back better. Yeah. Ba-ba-ba-bum. Build back better. Yeah. Don't give up my day job. Is Cohen's book going to damage Trump even more? Oh, he's got to be feeling very, very exposed. Trump is out in the open with no shelter. Oh, interesting. Two of Wands. I'm going to talk about different plans. Doesn't this magician look like Matthew McConaughey? At least I think he does. Anyway. No, the Matthew McConaughey card. Yeah, he's going to be talking about all of the tricks that Donald uses to get what he wants, how he manipulates people. He's going to talk about what else is on Donald's agenda that hasn't come out yet. He's going to talk about the past. Maybe even back into Donald's childhood a bit. Oh, Donald's not going to be happy. He's going to talk about how Donald's plans are to betray people, but Donald's not going to be happy with what he reads. It's going to be the truth too. It's all going to be, he's got receipts for all of this. He can prove it all. It's not just speculation. That's the Ace of Swords. Knight of Pentacles. Mercenary. What Trump's done for others in order to get money. Not nice things either. How Donald manipulates people, an even bigger insight into that, how he got manipulated. But, you know, he was open to that, so don't feel too sorry about him if there's a sub-story behind that, that he's, you know, done his time, he's put his hand up, and he's going to talk about how Donald takes retribution out on people. On the line, 3 of Pentacles, dirty money, 2 of Cups, the partnerships that Donald has made, and money laundering. All that sort of stuff's going to come out in that book. We'll see if I'm right. I'm sure Cohen has tapes because he had tapes before, and he can't be charged for those tapes either because it was in New York, and that is a one-party consent state. So there's nothing wrong with him recording them. So I thought, oh, him there, surely they'd get into trouble, but no. They, by recording them, gave their consent, and only one party needs to give their consent. And that's it. One party present. He was present. Plates of apple slices, my good sir. Hi, hello. Okay, now I asked a question before. We'll go back. Yeah. I think the Kenosha Police Department is going to be swept clean. I cannot. Yeah, I think there's going to be quite a bit of a Will the book turn Trump supporters? Not the die-hard ones, no. No. Okay. So I'm back to this, to these cards. What's the question? Oh, if Trump wins, will he instigate political prosecutions? Now, we all know he's been interfering with the prosecutions of his friends by, you know, ordering, you know, get them their sentence reduced or commuted or this or that. We all know the sorts of things he'll do. But will he, if he gets in for a second term, start ordering prosecutions of his political rivals or people he feels have done him wrong? Avoidance. Knight of Swords. Oh, it's King of Swords, sorry. Manipulation. Page of Cups, surprising news. Devil. Nine of Cups if he gets his wishes. That's Devil reversed. Yeah, he'll do all the tyranny. Yeah, he will. He will. He will. He'll start trying to go along that line. And you know, he'll definitely try to go along that line. Yep. The Star reversed, the Devil reversed, which is even worse than normal. Betrayal. King of Swords manipulating power. If he gets news that upsets him, he's gonna start pushing to get his way and get these people prosecuted because they're upsetting his, you know, so he can show off. So he can show off his power. Yeah, he will. He'll start doing that. Okay. Hi, Crazy Cat Lady. Hi, Deborah Costro. Laura Carson. Will Biden get out and campaign? I was just thinking, you know, Trump's visiting Texas and Louisiana. That Biden should try and get down there. Oh dear. Let's see. Will Biden get out and campaign? Will he leave his basement, is what he's saying. Whose dogs are looking for Whitby? He's going to have to, because Trump's going to try and keep painting him as a victim, okay? Or as a martyr or Sleepy Joe, you know. Trump's going to keep throwing him under the bus. King of Swords, the Star, the Empress. This is Biden, comfortable with what he's doing. Hi, Cameo. Yes, Mummy will give you some medicine this afternoon. Okay? Yeah? No. We've already had this talk lots of times about you drinking my coffee. It took me ages to get you off coffee. Come on. Oh, there you go. He knows that getting out will help and it will inspire people. I think they should hold drive-in rallies, you know, where everyone drives in their car and stays in their car, and he's up on the thing like they did with the final night of the RNC. They're looking through a lot of yeah. They're going through ideas about how you can get out and how you can rally. Yeah, use drive-in theatres. I think that's the best idea. Page of Wands, they are talking about the different actions that they can take. They're working on it. They're working on it. Two of Wands. Yeah, he's looking to get out and move forward with campaigning, with outside campaigning. And one more row. Yeah, he knows that if he doesn't, there's going to, some judgment will fall against him if he doesn't get out there. Four of Cups, just he's not really been very happy with the sort of ideas that have been put to him, but I think he knows he's going to have to get out there soon. But he's also, I think, fighting a little bit against his there's limitations. There's limitations. The devil or the shadow side, part of it can be experiencing limitations, and so there are limitations on what he can do. Drive-in movie theatres, you know, drive-in movie theatres. Utilize drive-in movie theatres. That's what they did the last night of the DNC, and I think that's the road they're sort of going to take. But they're not going to get to as many places as they would normally. I'll just ask straight up, will they use drive-in movie theatres? Yes, cameo is definitely. Tailgate rallies or whatever you call them. Hermit. Yeah, these drive-in movie theatres, a lot of them have been put into cotton balls, you know, into storage, or, you know, just not utilised for years and years and forgotten about and isolated. And now they're coming into their own. Yeah, use them as a way to get into the White House, to rally, to celebrate. Yep, and there's so many out there. There's so many places with these old movie drive-in theatres. Cameo. Judy Malley says you're a sweetie. Yeah. I'll agree. Sort of. Okay, what is going on with the Russian in the Bering Sea near the coast of Alaska, off the coast of Alaska? What are they doing? Does Trump know about it? Of course he does. got the thought going through my head, oh, hell, why doesn't he just give the go-ahead to North Korea to take over Hawaii as well, you know? What's going on with these Russian war games in the Bering Sea of Alaska? King of Swords, Prince of the Chariot of the Winds, well, basically. It's a way of manipulating, getting people scared. The Empress, the daughter of the mighty ones. Eight of Wands, the Magician. It's all a Ace of Swords. It's all a way of manipulating a climate of fear. I think he feels that, you know, if people are feeling fearful about their future and about a perceived enemy closing in and causing trouble, they're more likely to stay with an incumbent. That has proven somewhat to be the truth in the past, but he's, so he's, you know, he and Putin have come up with a way to try and manipulate people into, you know, being emotional. This is Russia. He feels justified in doing it. Five of Swords. It is an abuse. It is a hidden agenda too. It's opening the door to Russia to infringe in a very subtle, underhanded way upon the United States and some of their resources. And it's all going to come to light, what it's all about. But it's also, you know, make people feel uneasy that there's a threat, that there's a threat at their doorstep, and they'll stick with an incumbent. It's, you know, so yeah, it's that sort of thing. I'll protect you from the big baddies. See how close they're getting? Well, they're getting that close under your watch, buddy. They think it's happening because of Jennifer Taylor. They think it's happening because of bad policies that Obama put in place, when it's blatantly not, but that's what he's telling them. Okay, what's next on my list? Okay. How did Trump feel about being all 4 nights of the RNC being beaten out in the ratings by the 4 nights of the DNC? How does Trump feel about the RNC being beaten in ratings on all 4 nights by the DNC? These things flipped up. This was surprising news to him. Oh, it's bringing back bad memories. Probably of the declining ratings of The Apprentice or something. The world, he's frustrated. The whole RNC thing was apparently put together by Mark Burnett and the producers of The Apprentice. They did Survivor. Not that I watch those shows anyway, but I'd be very much disinclined to watch anything their production company put on now. I don't, because I'm not a reality show person, you know. Oh, Dancing with the Stars here in Australia. That's about it, really, as far as reality show. I used to watch The Voice, and Kelly Rowlands and Boy George came on, and together they just too much drama, and I got sick of it, so I stopped watching The Voice, you know. Hi, Shelby Lisa. Hi, Sherry French. Hi, Dawn Amato. Yeah, it was disgusting to see what he did with the White House. It was, you know, just, I think they're going to have to make new laws are going to have to be brought into place. Hi, GM Dave. Kimberly Guilfoyle. GM Dave's comment is, can her voice prevent pregnancy? I think that her voice would cause a natural vasectomy. How's it go? I'm ready for my close-up. Oh my God, what a scary creature. She was so punching above her weight with Gavin Newsom, I'll tell you. Okay, now the question was, how's Trump's reaction to being outrated? He's looking and looking and he can't see why. Oh. He's fooling himself. He thinks he's got support. He's feeling cheated. He's feeling cheated. It can't be the truth. There's no foundation for it. There's no foundation for it. It's all lies. It's all lies. It's all lies. It's the start of him not holding his ground. He's losing ground, and that it's made him realise that he's been losing ground. False promises and lack of victory. Yeah, he's not happy. He's not happy. He had to be medicated. The temperance card was in there. Okay. Okay. Now, what I'm going to look at now. I'm going to do some side by side. Let's see. Woman in the Moon Tarot. So I'm going to look at their respective campaigns. So I'm going to do one of these for each ticket. So one for the Trump-Pence ticket and one for the Biden-Harris ticket. So one on the top, one on the bottom. So we'll do Biden-Harris first. Biden-Harris. Biden-Harris ticket. Current energy of the situation, 9 of Cups. Heart of the matter, Knight of Wands. Challenge to consider, 4 of Swords. Incoming change, 6 of Wands. And they're all upright. Now, this has got reversals in it. The likely outcome or result is strength. So, the current energy of the situation for the Biden-Harris ticket is generosity, pleasure, 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. Good card, good card. They're getting the response they were hoping for. The heart of the matter, people are looking for change. They're enthusiastic about it. It's this partnership is generating enthusiasm, and travel is also part of it. So they're going to have to get ready to travel. Now, the challenge to consider is the 4 of Swords, healing, rest, withdrawal. Because the people have had to withdraw from their lives and stuff, and the coronavirus, the challenge is getting around that. Okay, but the incoming change is success, good news, and achievement. They're going to be able to achieve their objectives with regard to campaigning. So, and there's changes that are coming that are going to help with that. Okay, strength, the likely outcome or result. Courage, compassion, patience, all the good things. Strong. They're going to have strength. So is that going to be a strong victory? Just get a clarifier on that. Is that going to be a strong victory? Well, the thing is, the 6 of Wands is a victory card. So success, good news, incoming change for the success. Remembering this deck has reversals in it, so yeah, strong government, Hierophant, strong government. At least I think it has reversals in it. Maybe it doesn't. Oh, okay. So the struggle is, yeah, the challenge is, this doesn't have reversal in it, sorry, is stress, agitation, feeling stuck. So all to do with the coronavirus and all that, how to campaign around it. So underneath that, we're going to put the Trump-Pence ticket. current energy issue for them. The world, change, completion, end of a journey. The heart of the matter. Queen of Cups. Perceptiveness, intuitiveness, compassion. But this is also viewed as Russia and cheating. But the heart of the matter is that they don't have any of those things. The challenge for them, Four of Cups, boredom, apathy, doubts. This is the challenge for them is people are sick of them. They don't want to know about them. And they're having lots of doubts about even voting, you know, as to why they voted for him in the first place. Yeah, there's going to be, I think there's going to be a lot of Republicans who won't vote. Incoming change for them. King of Swords. Assertive, analytical, objective. Geez, but who is this King of Swords going to cause a bit of a change? What's their likely outcome? Wheel of Fortune, fate, luck, timing, advancement. Oh, don't like that. But it could also be unexpected challenges. Let's have a look. Judgment. Yeah. Judgment and movement away. Yeah. So it's not looking good for the Trump-Pence ticket. For those of you who want to know, this is The Woman in the Moon Tarot by Angela Dicker. She's a local artist and obviously designer of cards and everything here in Perth. If you go to my community page, you'll see a link to her site and her email. She does do international. She does ship internationally. And they're absolutely wonderful cards. I've got two of her decks now, this one and the Wild Tulip one, which I know definitely has reversals in it. And they're great. I discovered her last week, fell in love with her work instantly, and yeah. So if you're in Perth, and I know there's a few of you in Perth or Western Australia or Australia, yeah. And if you're in Perth, yeah, you can go to her. There's a little shop. Are there reversals? Oh dear. Anyway, yeah, so when I got this little tin to put both the decks in, it's a little bag separator thing, so on the Trumpians. Who are you guys talking about with crossing police lines? Was it that little 17-year-old punk? And that's about as nice as I can get about, you know. He's a, you know. Oh, Kenosha Police Department. Let's have a look. What is going to happen with the Kenosha Police Department? Actually, Kyle Rittenhouse was arrested in Illinois. He went back to Illinois and he was arrested basically as soon as he rocked up there. Kenosha let him get away. Illinois didn't. So, yeah. Will the Queen return to Buckingham Palace? Bit of chaos in the royal family at the moment. Critical decision. Nine of Cups. She'd like to, and she probably will at some stage. But at the moment, critical decisions, there's some loss. Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment, Knave of Wands, page talking about actions. The Empress. Seven of Swords. For new journey. Seven of Coins, assessment. Look, I think she will eventually, but I think there's a few she might try and fly in under the radar, sneak in rather than sneaking away, sneaking in. But I'd say she will, but it's going to take a while. And there's some loss going to be happening in that family soon. Yeah. There's going to be some loss in the royal family soon. If my big sister's watching, sorry, it's not going to be Megan. Not a fan of Megan, is my big sister. Yeah, well, if his mother drove him and then drove him home, so he, you know. Anyway, what is it? The Kenosha Police Department. What's going on there? What's going to happen with that? With the Kenosha Police Department? They were driving around, the officers were driving around handing out bottles of water to militia people. They just drove right past this guy who was walking down the road with a gun, with a semi-automatic weapon, totally ignored him, even though everyone was yelling at them to say, look, he just shot 2 people. He just shot, or 3 people, you know. Oh, he's 17, old enough to know right from wrong. I think he's probably going to end up being charged as an adult. Let's have a look. Anyway, normally I won't read on minors. Just remember, everyone is innocent until proven guilty, even though they're caught on tape doing it. Will Carl Rittenhouse be charged as an adult? Let's have a look at that. Queen of Coins, yes. 4 of Wands is yes. The Hierophant, maybe. Magician is yes. Strength is yes. There's such a strong case to show that he knew exactly what he was doing. You're going to try and manipulate it so he doesn't, but I think that he might end up, I think they're going to charge him as an adult. I really do. I think they're going to charge him as an adult. And I think they should. Tried as an adult. Charged as an adult. Will Trump pardon? He's not going to be. I don't think so. Will Trump pardon Rittenhouse? Let's have a look at that. Not if he's got any brains in his head, he won't. But no. The World, 10 of Swords. Two of Cups, 5 of Swords. 2 of Swords. 8 of Cups. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. He might flirt with the idea, but there's going to be so many people saying, sir, that, yeah. But don't be surprised. Night, Greta. I think Carl Rittenhouse should probably be put into solitary, away from everyone for his own protection. Because if he's put into the general population, he'll be indoctrinated into the what. He's already enough of a supremacist, but, you know, it'll be worse. Yes, I hope everything goes. I did a reading on the aftermath of the hurricane, and things, it took 6 lives. It's a long way from over, the damage that the hurricane did. It's a long way from over. There's always damage in the aftermath. Okay, Kenosha Police Department. What's going to happen with them? Flew out. Queen of Wands. Inquiry. Now the mayor is no, that's different. Yeah, different mayor, different city. Inquiry. Seven of Swords. They're being seen as getting away with this sort of crap. They're, you know, by allowing it to happen. The Hierophant. This is state government. It's in Wisconsin, isn't it? Eight of Coins, details. Someone's going to be shining a bright light up there. Freckle, the devil. Judgment. There's going to be judgment about what happened and how they handled the protest and how their handling caused such a thing to happen. Ten of Coins, badly. The truth's going to come out. There's just going to be a lot come out about the Kenosha Police Department, I think. Yeah. Hi, Edna May. Hi, J-Cat lady. Yeah, I'm glad everyone's who was in that path of that the hurricane came through safely. Oh, speaking of pardons, what's his name? Tiger King. Is Trump going to pardon Tiger King? Oh, that woman, Linda Black. Yes, she was freed from jail, and then she gave that speech, and then the very next day Trump signed a pardon for her. No. Who's got an opinion on that? Because that's just, it sounds like, oh, pardon me, but you've got to get up there and vouch for me and praise me to the sky, and I'll give you a pardon. Because I'll tell you what, she was like, oh, sitting there the next day looking at Jake Tapper, and I tried to watch the interview with her, and didn't really reach her eyes. Just, you know. And apparently the people involved in the citizenship ceremony, they weren't told that it was going to be part of the RNC. So, did Trump trade a pardon for endorsement from this woman? I don't want to put it down. I mean, it does seem ridiculous. The time she got in jail for a first-time drug offence was absolutely ridiculous. And she was in there for quite a while before she was released, and that's fine. That's all fair and above board. But then being given a pardon, cleared her name completely, cleared the record completely. I don't know that much about the case, except that, you know, it seemed like she was given something like 30 years or something for a first-time drug offence, which was just ridiculous. So, yeah, I don't blame her for getting him for commuting the sentence and getting her out early. That's one thing, but this pardon business with her is another. Did Trump trade a pardon for a political endorsement for this woman's endorsement? Knight of Cups, not what it seems. Knight of Coins, yes, that's mercenary. Eight of Coins, that's yes. Knave of Cups. Surprising news. She was so surprised the next day when she was told. I'm sorry, but she was lying. Her eyes, just something about her eyes. Seven of Swords, yeah, he got away with it. Yeah, he did. Knight of Wands, superficial or superficial. 10 of Coins. King of Swords. 3 of Swords. Knight of Swords. Yeah, it was all, yeah, he did. She's aware of his agenda. She knows what his agenda is about. There's no way, since he commuted her sentence and got her out of jail, that she wouldn't have been following what he's doing. She wanted a pardon. And she was willing to get up there and sell her soul to do it. Okay. No. Tiger King tried to have a inspector of some sort killed. So Tiger King, he's going for a presidential pardon. Will he get it? He wants a presidential pardon. Will he get it? Hi, Mystical Marina. Keisha Harris, hello. Hi, Jennifer Taylor. So, will Tiger King get a presidential pardon? Things back the way they were. 6 of Cups. Good memories. 3 of Cups. He's gathering support for it. 8 of Coins. Hangman's delays. 4 of Coins hanging in there. High Priestess. 4 of Cups. 5 of Swords. 6 of Wands. He's going to try very, very hard. Could cause some conflict. People still listen to this dude, you know. I'd like to say a definite no, he won't, but there's a possibility that, yeah, Trump will give it to him. Maybe Mark Burnett will create a new show around Tiger King and he'll just praise Trump. But yeah, there's a possibility that he'll get it. Night, J Cat Lady. Okay, what else have I got on my list? Oh, that's pretty much it for the moment. Oh, Eric Trump. What's going to happen with little Eric Trump? I used to have some sympathy and compassion for Eric, but I don't now. You know, he had his chance. He had a chance to I think if he hadn't married that blonde creature from the Black Lagoon, he might have been a different person. But yeah. Eric Trump. How much trouble is Eric Trump in? Five of coins. A lot. That flew out. Three of wands. He's going to get his dunny kicked down. Reap what you sow, buddy boy. Reap what you sow. Let's have a look. The moon. Secret stuff's going to come out about him and his activities that have previously been quite well hidden. About the sort of things that he'd do. Suspended. Four of Cups, an offer he doesn't want. Five of Wands. Lots of conflict. Knave of Wands. Whistleblower, someone talking about Eric's actions. Oh, money laundering. Money laundering. Temperance. Adjusting the books. And embezzlement. Balancing the books. Oh, it's all going to come out. He's going to be falling up short. Everything's going to be assessed and reassessed. Knight of Coins. He's going to need quite a lot of lawyers. He's in deep poo. He's in deep poo. Deep poo. What's a great question? Yes, Kitty. Yes, cameos making cameos. Oh. Oh, he probably thinks it's a great joke. Well, have a look at that. No. How does Eric Trump feel about how he is portrayed on television? How does Eric Trump feel about how he is portrayed on television? I love it when Stephen Colbert does him. I don't know how he does that thing with his lip, but oh my God. How does Eric Trump feel about how he's portrayed on television? He thinks he's in on the joke. But it does make him insecure. Makes him very insecure. But he thinks he's going to beat them all and I'll show them. Yeah, he thinks he's going to triumph over it. 8 of Wands. He wants people to move on from it. He's insecure up and down. I think he has medication issues himself. Lost, crying, regret. Confused. He's unstable. The Lovers. He really does think he's in on the joke. But it also makes him really, but he's also really insecure. And he's confused a lot of the time. Sometimes, I think it wouldn't surprise me if he has some form of depression. And medication is what brings over that going slow. So he's hopeful that he'll be able to move beyond it and that people will see him as a strong romantic figure. 6 of Swords. But he's hopeful to be able to move away from that and be seen as something else. Yeah, but he's underneath it all. He's really secure. He's disappointed, but he thinks he can beat it. Thinks he's getting away with some sort of private joke, but he's insecure. He hates being judged. He's all over the place emotionally. I think he's he tries to stand his ground, but he's not very good at it. He thinks he's in control, but he's not. You can see the look on this person's face is like, oh, God, these horses are bolting. I'm not sure I can even hold it. You know, he's always been assessed all his life and has come up lacking in other people's eyes. And, yeah, people turn their backs on him, you know, just... Yeah, he's not a happy soul. Not a happy soul. Wouldn't surprise me if he suffered from... took medication for depression and anxiety and stuff. Now, is Eric Trump going to go to jail? That's the other question. Previously, I've never seen him going to jail when I have done readings on him. They're not going to do anything with him, anything more with those things and take any further steps till after the election and possibly till after a new government is, you know, new president is sworn in. So, yeah, they're not going to do things now and find him guilty now and all that and give Trump a chance in the handover to, you know, to issue pardons and stuff to his kids. No, they're not going to do that. They're going to wait to actually get it all in court. Is Eric Trump going to go to jails? Will there be an October surprise? Don't feel remorse for him. This guy, you know, I used to feel a bit sorry for him. And there's pictures of him out with his brother standing over glorious creatures that they've just shot because they want to give themselves a hard on because they can't get it any other way or whatever, you know. I'm sorry, that's a bit crude, but they want to make themselves feel powerful. Oof. Out in the cold, that's the question that I'd asked Trump. This is the second time he's got that card flew out. Second time Eric Trump got that. It's the same card flew out before, and I mean flew out of the deck before the same way. Will he go to jail? Knave of Coins. Be realistic and practical. Hierophant, that's a quartz. Three of Coins, he's working with others to try and avoid that. The Chariot, that's out of his control. He got that again too. Queen of Cups again. Will he land in jail? 10 of Wands. Ooh. He's going to be left on his own. His family's going to abandon him to carry the whole load. King of Wands. 5 of Wands conflict. High Priestess. I'm not seeing any swords coming up. Let's have a look at what's on the bottom. It's the Knave of, 5 of Coins. 4 of Coins hanging, 5 of Swords, sorry. 4 of Swords. The Moon. These things have been, yeah. I might try to read that with a different deck. It's not looking good for him. But I haven't as yet seen any swords coming up to indicate jail or confinement. So we'll use a different deck. White Sage Tarot. Let's have a look. Is Eric Trump going to go to jail? Definitely going to end up out in the cold and exposed, feeling really exposed. His family's not going to help him. They've set him up. Ace of Cups. Temperance, being tempered in some way. Ace of Cups. Overflow of emotion. Knight of Swords. Investigators, prosecutors. 7 of Wands. So standing his ground. 2 of Wands plans. 10 of Swords. Stabbed in the back. 6 of Swords. Rough transition. King of Pentacles. That's daddy behind. Star is hopeful of avoiding it. Page of Wands. News about actions. 8 of Swords, confinement. Yep, he's going to end up in jail. The Emperor and death, a change of circumstances, a change, a whole new way of life. Yeah, he is going to end up in jail. Does Trump want to start a civil war so he can declare martial law and delay or stop the election? God, it wouldn't surprise me if he did that, but I think that would be a huge, huge mistake. But let's have a look. Does Trump want to start a civil war? Excuse me. This went flying out. Knight of Wands. Superficial charm, self-cocky confidence. He thinks he can. Queen of Wands. Congress. Nancy in Congress. He might have an agenda about it. You reckon she is my Bubba girl? The Hanged Man. Suspensions delay. You know what? Six of Pentacles. Weighing things up. Sharing money. Funding. Knight of Cups. King of Cups. Page of Pentacles. Six of Wands. He might try, but I don't think it's going to work. King of Cups, that's Biden. Intelligence. Six of Wands. He might try it. He might try it. He might run the idea by a few people. And look, there, I think there are going to be some militias going out there and causing trouble. I just thought that went through my mind was they're going to target the electoral college states to make it harder for people to vote. Suppression. States where there are electoral college. Militias are going to turn up and, you know, try and intimidate people and stop them from voting and crap like that. Queen of Swords. He will be called forth to answer. Page of Cups. Emotional news. The Hermit. Out in the cold. King of Wands. New compassionate leader. Ten of Swords. Tower. Everything falling down. Yeah. Let's look this way. He won't discourage groups going to protect people's rights to vote. Five of Pentacles. So he's going to lose. He's going to lose. Page of Pentacles came up again. The Knight of Wands came up again. Knight of Pentacles came up again. Legal, going to lose. Yeah. Ten of Cups. Five of Cups, loss and regret. Yeah, he's going to try. He's not going to discourage people. He's going to try and stab America in the back. But he's not going to succeed. The Supreme Court made a decision that the states can have their electoral vote match the popular vote. Wow. Oh, I bet you that Trump would hate that. So if the popular vote is Biden, then the Electoral College vote can be Biden, even if Trump wins the Electoral College. FBI to Senate, we're investigating 1,000 white supremacists, and it's Senate to FBI. That's all. Yeah. Will Harris be good at VP? Let's have a look. I think I did a reading on this before. This dropped out before. She's going to bring a whole new energy to the position. This little puppy is running along and he's got the stick and he's like, but he's also really determined. So she's going to bring a whole new energy to the position. Hi, Carol South. 9 of Swords. You know, some people are going to feel anxious about it, but 7 of Wands, she will stand her ground. 3 of Cups, she will be a supportive influence. 5 of Wands, she will stand up to conflict and deal with it. 8 of Cups, Knight of Swords. One of the things with the 8 of Cups, a lot of people call it the walking away card, but it's also beware of shallow views, seek deeper meaning and insight. So she's probably going to dig deep in what she does and in her support, bring you insight into the position, as only the first woman in such a position can do. Knight of Swords, she is a prosecutor, she is a fighter for justice. 5 of Swords, 5 of Wands. It's interesting that the 5 of Wands is topped by the 5 of Swords, so the conflict with the cautionary tale card. This is the cautionary tale is don't push so far to get what you want to solve conflicts that you turn people away from yourself. So there's probably going to be some discord at times, and she's going to have to be careful at times to not have people turn away from her because they view that she's gone too far. So she's going to have to temper that a bit, and I think she will. I think Biden's influence will help with that. Strength, she will be very strong in the position. The Magician. She has all the tools she needs to do the job and more. The High Priestess. She's a very wise lady. She's learnt a lot. She's learnt how to temper this thing. So wisdom. She's learned how to temper these aspects, this aspect of her personality. In dealing with conflict and things like that. So she's learned how to do that. She's studied and Yeah. So she's learned how to deal with things. So I think she will be very good. She will bring illumination to the position that's never been there before. She will be a good partner to Joe Biden. And the King of Swords. Yeah. She will be a good partner to Joe Biden. And it will be a partnership. And she'll be very comfortable in the role. Yes, this is the king, but, you know, kings can be women as well. She'll be very comfortable in the role. Yeah, she'll be good. Nobody's perfect, but she'll be very good in the role, and she'll bring a lot of new energy, new insight. Don't dismiss stumbles for incoherence, GM Dave. Yeah. Okay. Any countries helping us, helping the US keeping elections fair? That, no. There are countries helping to constrict elections, but yeah, other countries should be doing nothing with regard to another country's election. So okay. Any other questions? Come on, guys. Oh, I've just passed the 2-hour mark. So what I'm going to do is, that went quick. I got these great little cards the other day. The Nature Alchemist, Animal Magic cards. I love this. Yes, of course, there's a steampunk aspect to them. Doesn't say who they're by. But, I love them. They're gorgeous. Three Voice Publishing by Rochelle. Rochelle Heverin. Rochelle Heverin or Heverin. Okay, so we'll see what these gorgeous cards have to say. They've got air animals, fire animals, water animals, and earth animals. So let's have a look. Oh, thank you, Shelby. Do I make up for the roller coaster? Okay. Empowerment with the horse. Replenish with the camel. foresight with the giraffe. Now, this is interesting because they're all earth. Empowerment. Replenish. Foresight. I love it. I love the steampunk nature of the get-ups and things. So let's see. The horse. Galloping as wild and free as a horse. Know everything. Know that you have the power to change anything and everything you choose in your life. The horse symbolizes freedom without restraint, the ability to overcome obstacles and pursue actions. Freedom without restraint. Your right to vote. You are embarking on a process of becoming more confident, especially in controlling your own life. The horse has shown to carry you down the right path, jump the hurdles of life and ease back and break free of bonds that are holding you back. Don't let them. If whatever hurdle they put in front of you, jump it. Keep going. Charge through those restrictive barriers that they put down. Okay. The camel, replenish. The camel encourages you to find your own oasis so that you can restock and replenish your soul. Your journey is important. You must take the time to nurture yourself. Remember, you must fill your cup before filling that of others. Your dedication and focus to your family and friends is admirable. However, you must balance it with self-love and your own goals and commitment. The camel also signifies the need to make sacrifices in some aspects of your life in order to advance. Hold strong, be persistent, but also don't let the demands of others weigh you down. Okay? You have to look after yourself, otherwise you won't last the distance. So do what you need to do to last the distance, and don't let the demands or the negative energy of others weigh you down and sap your energy. Foresight with the giraffe. The great view of giraffe. The long neck of the giraffe allows it to see forward. You may find that you just know something, a prediction you have had all along. Trust that your instinct is telling you something. Listen to your heart and allow your awareness and forward vision to lead the way. The gift of foresight is available to see ahead, but conversely, do not get too caught up in what will be or what is coming, that you do not live in the now. Foresight. Everyone's saying Biden will win, Biden will win, there'll be a landslide. Yes, that's probably true, but don't get so caught up and just grasping onto that you don't need to do anything else. Get out there. Keep encouraging people to register to vote. Help people who have trouble getting to vote. Organise carpools to voting, or go and pick at your county clerk's office if you need to. Go to the county clerks. They're the ones who can open up polling booths and all that sort of stuff, and go and talk to them and keep at them and make sure they do the right things and all that sort of thing. Don't just sit here and wait. Well, you know, we're all saying it'll happen, so I'll just sit here and wait for it to happen, to put my vote in on voting day and wait for it to happen. No, do everything you can between now and then to make it happen. So there you go. That's it, my darlings. I'll be back again Wednesday morning for another live. I'm planning to do, as I said, a couple of mystery tours videos, and I'll also probably couple of times a week do a video, just a general, between now and the election, what's happening with this, that, or the other. So love you all and take care. And if you're in those areas that are devastated by bushfires or hurricanes or stuff, do everything you can to help yourself, because that will help others in the end. If you can use your own resources to help yourself, that means that emergency services and all that are freed up to help others. So do what you can to help yourself, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't call if you need help. Okay? Love you all. Bye-bye.